That's perfect, thanks. So tell us, what's that building behind you?
There's the old barracks, Rotherhithe's local police station for the last century. Yeah, a lot of good policing conducted within those walls.
How many people worked in there?
Oh, there are loads more of us.
Do you know why it was closed?
Cut.
Can you tell us who you are and your title, please?
I'm Mason Stanley. I'm a police community support officer for the Metropolitan Police and part of the Safer Neighbourhood team for Rotherhithe.
So where do you work out of now?
Good news is we haven't moved far. We're just based over there now. Just that one.
So you work out of the leisure centre? What's that like?
I mean, it gets quite hot and sweaty and the chlorine gives me persistent migraines. On the plus side, it encourages me to stay fit for patrols.
How many PCSOs are there in your area?
Just a little old me in this ward now.
Do you work on your own a lot then?
Most of the time, I'll go on patrols and I'll attend events with the rest of the team, but they're usually tied up with paperwork. So, yeah, I'm on my own a lot. I'm on my own a lot.
What are you lot filming?
We're making a documentary about policing.
Don't you want to speak to a real police officer then, and not a Mickey Mouse one?
OK, Darren, how about you get off the pavement? I'll issue you a penalty notice, OK?
Plastic policeman.
Yeah, you know, it's within my powers, Darren.
Do you know him?
Unfortunately, yes, that's my brother Darren, and he's a worm.
Have you issued your brother a penalty notice before?
OK, I gave him a littering fine because I thought it'd teach him a lesson. Then my dad went ballistic because he had to pay it. Now, my dad took a stand on that. He didn't pay it, and once you issue them, you can't revoke them. So I paid it. I paid it.
You paid a fine for a penalty you issued?
Essentially, yes.
Can you talk us through some of the powers you have as a PCSO?
Got loads of powers at our disposal, to be honest. Certainly more than people realise. We can implement measures to stop antisocial behaviour, such as begging. Come on, big fella. We can request a name and address of anyone acting in an antisocial manner. OK, we're in that case. I'm going to have to take down your name and address. We can disperse groups. Sorry, guys, but you've been loitering here for quite some time, so let's wrap it up. Come on. Come on.
We're on our lunch break.
Are you?
Yeah.
We can ask a person to stop drinking in a public area and request them to surrender a container of alcohol. Sounds great, eh? You boy, give me all your beer. But it's not, it's disgusting beer. We can issue penalty notices for things such as dog fouling, littering, graffitiing, fly posting. You know, could a plastic policeman do those things? I think not. I think not.
Mason.
Oh, God.
So
OK, keep going, keep moving.
Mason.
Afternoon, XO. Hi, you're all right.
Good. Is there any trouble today?
No, all good this end, thank you.
Yeah, me too. My area's all clear, all good.
Oh, what a relief.
There was a little issue this morning
OK.
with some youth, Linda Thorne's cat, and a wheelie bin.
You didn't touch Mrs. Thorne's cat again, did you?
No.
Oh, thank Christ.
No. I sounded the alarm,
OK.
and then Linda came out.
OK.
Muffin's fine. If I did want to hurt a cat, I wouldn't put it in a wheelie bin because there's way too much oxygen. You'd want to get a shuttlecock and then put it on the muzzle, gaffer tape it around, because that would just stop any mewing reverberating. I did have limited clothing at the time, so I couldn't give chase, but I did get a description.
OK. So, 1 pickled onions, 1 gherkins, and
That's not-
1 that's pickled onions again.
That
Why are you being so greedy with the pickled onions?
That's my shopping list.
Yeah, XO is a local resident and the self-appointed coordinator for the Neighbourhood Watch Scheme in Elm Grove Drive.
What's your relationship like with him?
Yeah, he means well. He can be both helpful and an irritant in equal measures.
What does EXO stand for?
So EXO stands for ex-offender because he's had a bit of a checkered past.
Yeah, that's correct. But I'm not proud of any of it, especially the animal stuff. But I feel like I'm a reformed character now, and I've done my time, so I'm just a different person now.
Do you feel being a neighbourhood watch coordinator is your way of giving back?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I used to be in my cell at night, counting down the days, thinking all I want to do is just get out there and just get stuck in and just really put all of me back into the community. I'd say I'm more of a special informer to Officer Mason because, you know, I know the criminal mindset, and I've helped him solve countless crimes.
No, that's not true. Okay, there's a possibility he might have inadvertently helped to solve some of the smaller crimes, mainly by being a nuisance. But ultimately, we don't have the resources to know what's going on in every single community. So we actively encourage public engagement.
Oh boy.
Have you found something? Do you think that's been deliberately put there?
Absolutely. Gang members stash them there so that they can be retrieved at a later date.
Do you find knives like that regularly?
Unfortunately, yes, on a weekly basis.
What will you do with it?
I'll seize it and then I'll take it to the station so it can be safely disposed of. Terrible really though, is it? You know, would you want your children playing near that? It's a shame they're never Japanese steel. No. In all seriousness, I've known 9-year-olds who have brandished this just to protect themselves.
Protect themselves from who?
Rival gangs.
Officer, found another one. Found another one.
Okay, that's plastic, EXO.
In the wrong hands, this could be a lethal weapon. In prison, that would have filed down beautifully.
Give me the knife, EXO.
It's one less shank off the streets.
Okay, let's take these back to the office.
Definitely.
Not you, EXO.
Are those all weapons you've seized?
Yep, all these have been found here in Rotherhithe, seized by our team.
That's quite a terrifying collection.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that we're finding nowadays. For instance, this is something that we're finding a lot more of nowadays, the so-called zombie killer knife.
Why are they called that?
So it looks like something from a horror film. So it's designed to shock and cause as much damage as humanly possible. Your basic nunchucks. That big boy samurai sword there. Okay. All right, what's this? Did you two put this here?
Yes.
Okay, good one. Take it back. Take it back, come on. It's no laughing matter, really, is it?
You're right, it's not. It was used in a brutal attack last week.
Yeah. Domestic abuse incident on Fairfield Road. A housewife battered her husband with it.
Oh, good Lord. Oh. Has it been logged?
No, not yet.
Do you want me to do it?
If you could. Thanks, Mason.
Yeah, nice, fine.
Please do it.
Fine.
Do you two play practical jokes on Mason often?
Yeah, we do. It's just a bit of harmless fun though, we're never horrible.
Is Mason the whipping boy around here?
Yes.
Why?
Look at him. He's a job's worth.
But a lovable one.
Exactly.
So you do like Mason?
Oh, absolutely. He actually gets a rough deal at work sometimes, and he's not exactly had the most ideal home life, to be fair.
Yeah, we do look out for him when we can, and we're helping him to find a flat.
Still fun to prank, though.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, look who it is. Arrest anyone today, did you, son?
No, you know I can't arrest anyone.
Oh yeah, we forgot. We're basically just a glorified lollipop man.
Yeah, shut up, Darren. Actually see some weapons if you must know what I did today.
What kind of weapons? A water pistol?
No, a big knife that I found in the bush. And a smaller one.
Well done on solving knife crime. Perhaps next time you can catch a real criminal and not just a piece of cutlery.
Does your mum look here?
No, she left ages ago.
Do you get on well with your dad?
No, he thinks I'm an embarrassment. Oh, where's a good knife? That's what I'm off to do. So the plan is, I'm going to try and save up enough money to get my own place. I'll give it a couple of months and I'll be out of here.
Do you think that communities feel less safe in 2019 than ever before?
Yes, I'd say that's true.
What makes you say that?
Well, my residents tell me, especially during our weekly one-to-one sessions.
Are those sessions useful for you?
Yeah, they give us an opportunity to engage with our community and provide some much-needed information to us as a force.
How many have you got there?
7.
7? 7? That comes out of my budget, XO. I'm not here to feed you. You're not my baby. What are you doing over this side?
You said I could sit over this side.
No, you're over that side.
You said I could sit
No,
over
you're
this
over that side, XO. Please go over there now.
Thank you for raising those issues, XO. I'll do what I can to rectify the situation. So I appreciate
situation.
the one that we were just discussing in depth. Thank you, XO. Hello, Mrs. M.
Officer Mason. No, I don't want a biscuit. Thank you.
How are things?
I'll tell you how everything is.
Do you think local residents find those sessions helpful?
Absolutely. It gives them a chance to get stuff off of their chest and feel like they're being listened to.
And then, of course, Deirdre passed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mrs. Quill. How did she pass?
Well, she was 93.
Okay, Mrs. Coyle. Have you got anything else you'd like to add on crime or policing?
Oh, yes. Bring back capital punishment.
Okay, Mrs. Coyle. I've got other residents to see, I'm afraid.
You know, you lot are too soft.
Okay, well, why is that, Mrs. Quill?
Well, you got to scare these people. I mean, I remember Officer Down nearly split my Steve's head in two with his truncheon when he caught him thieving. But I'll tell you what, he never pinched nothing again after that.
I'm sure
you see, learned his lesson.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did, Mrs. Quill. So,
well, you promised me you'll do something.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, bloody no good as do.
Some of the residents at your surgery seemed angry.
Yeah, definitely. Many of them are frustrated.
Do you understand their frustration?
Of course I do. Believe me, I feel just as frustrated as they do.
There's no after-school activities. The youth centre's closed down. There's less of you lot around. It's an absolute mockery.
I understand this is one time.
Our kids are being swept up in violence because there's nothing for them to do and they don't see any other options.
I know, I'm on
How
your
many
side.
more children have to lose their lives before you do something about it?
I know, this is my community as well. I'm on your side, Mrs. M1.
I don't need you on my side. I need you just to do something.
Mrs. Mwanta seemed extremely upset.
Yeah, Mrs. Mwanta and her family have been through a lot, so she's got every right to be angry.
What happened?
Mrs. Mwanta's nephew was stabbed and killed just over a year ago.
Was it gang related?
No, not exactly. Mrs. Mwanta's nephew was involved in gangs. He decided to help a friend who was being chased down the road, and when he intervened, he was assaulted, and unfortunately, he passed before the ambulance arrived. I mean, he made the decision to help his friend, but unfortunately at the expense of his own life.
How old was her nephew?
He was 15.
How old was the perpetrator?
17.
How do you solve this problem?
Well, it's a complex issue with many factors involved.
Of course, but there must be some practical measures you can take as a force to try and tackle knife crime in children.
There are. We work closely with local schools and education providers.
What does that consist of?
We have safer school officers who deliver prevention messages to the pupils.
Can you give us an example?
The dangers of social media, gang culture, and the glorification of violence.
So this is just one example of gang members using Snapchat and Instagram to show off the money they've made through criminal activities such as selling drugs. So
man's making bare P, fam. You don't know.
seems pretty silly, doesn't it? Put it online. So why do they do it? Anyone? Yes.
To make gang life look cool.
Yes. Exactly. Perfect. Yeah. Any other ideas? Young man.
To get bare pussy.
No. Well, yeah. No. Watch your language, okay? Yes.
Try and get more gang members.
Perfect. Exactly. So this was taken 6 months ago, but he's not looking so smug now that he's sitting in prison, is he? Shame he can't make it rain now that we've seized his fat stacks. Yeah. Yeah. It's not real money. It's fake notes that we confiscated and we have them at the station. But I bring it in because the kids love it. So
they look real to me.
Okay, I've taken the wrong notes. So we discussed the impact of dangerous weapons and we tried to dispel myths that tend to circulate around things such as knives, for instance.
What myths?
Start with the most obvious one, that kids feel that they're safer carrying a weapon, or that they're told there's certain parts of the body that are safer for them to stab. You might have heard of the term bagging. It refers to stabbing someone in the buttocks. Now that might seem like the fleshiest, least deadly part of the body, doesn't it? But all you have to do is nick an artery for it to be fatal. A slow, bloody, painful death. Questions? We also teach strategies to resist peer pressure.
Come on, last school. Let's go make some of the peas. Yeah, don't be a waste man. Come with us. No, I'm going to school.
Well done, Heaven. Kids here have to grow up fast. They're exposed to these issues in their own homes and on their estates. You wouldn't believe some of the things they've seen by the time they reach senior school, and it'd be negligent of us to ignore that.
Don't go to football training. Yeah, Bunny's it with us instead. No, I'm going to football.
Excellent, Elijah. Good morals. I wish it wasn't this way, but unfortunately it's a fact of life for many young people in this city, so... Anyway, time to feel the burn.
Mason?
Yeah?
Can I have a quick word?
Yeah, hit me.
No, in private.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just... Sorry, guys, I've just got a skedaddle. Oh, fuck. Okay. What's up?
So, you know the knife?
Yeah.
Well, your brother's in the interrogation room. He's been brought in for questioning.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck.
I know.
Oh, God. Oh, I can't go to the gym now.